What's up, boys? We are back with some League of Legends Swarm, and today we're going to be farming as much gold as possible since there is a lot of meta progress to go through. Armor's pretty good, that will evolve the base shield slam, and also one other weapon that's pretty good, the Ice Blast armor I think it is, gives survivability and has pretty good AoE, sometimes freezes enemies. So you want to be hunting down a lot of these chests. They can drop a bit of gold, and rarely they'll have a magnet to collect all the XP and gold on the map for you. I think you kind of need to get some levels first so you actually have a weapon that's decent at killing them, and also getting your E is pretty helpful. Gives armor and an HP based shield with some decent AoE damage. So there are two main things I'm looking for here. The train weapon, once it becomes evolved, will do even more damage, and whenever it kills something they'll have a chance to drop gold. That's super important, and you can get that on basically every run. And then also, from the Yuumi quests, you can get a passive that gives all enemies a chance to drop gold. I don't think I want any of these. Area size is not bad, but none of these are required for the build. The transit is the required weapon, and XP is also great, but I'm going to go ahead and lock that in so I can guarantee the gold drop evolution. XP is pretty good because you'll be able to get your build going a bit faster, and once you max out on levels, future levels will give you bonus gold whenever you take them. Let's see, HP is not terrible. It goes with HP. Could really use some more rerolls in this game, but I think I'm gonna take that since the weapon requirements aren't as important. There's a lot of useful stats, more so than weapons. You mainly just need the train. But yeah, the Yuumi quests are also very important. You can get a passive that makes all enemies on death have a chance to drop gold. So we need damage to evolve the train. And then you can also get something that heals you whenever you pick up gold, which will make you basically invincible no matter what. And also the XP passive is good because the damage on both of Leona's skills scales with level on top of that, so you'll get a bit more damage there. I just don't think I really want any of these. This has area, so that'll be nice with Leona's passive, I guess. Extra area size. I was thinking that you might actually want to not evolve a ton of weapons here, so that the transit will be more likely to get the killing blow and get the gold drop on kill, but I haven't tested that yet. So we didn't get anything important here. Losing movement speed would probably be bad since you won't be able to move around as much and collect chests. So we'll just get the early scaling damage. 5% for every card from the bosses and mini-boss will give a lot of damage towards the end and help us get kills with the transit. There's also quite a few good movement speed bonuses from the Yuumi quests. There's one that reduces your movement speed by 15% but gives you 3% per level. So if you get that in the very first one, you'll get a ton of movement speed and can hunt down a lot of chests. So I think my AoE is okay enough now that I can just run around looking for chests. But main goal now is to get the train up to level 5 so that it can evolve as soon as I get a boss card. And I think you probably do want to do the very first map in story mode, since the enemies scale up very quickly, and the higher difficulties in the later maps. And you need a lot of meta progression for some of the stuff in the game. Radiant Field is not bad. It's a constant AoE. I don't think I want any of these. Duration would be good to evolve that, but I think there's a lot of passives I want. I still want movement. I want ability haste, and I'm not sure for the last one, maybe just something for survivability. And Leona's E is just extremely nice survivability and great AoE damage at the same time. Combined with her AoE passive, I think she's one of the better gold farmers. Oh yeah, I can't get the ice armor now to go with the armor passive. of the annoying things about how they designed this is that you have very few rerolls or banishes or anything that most bullet heavens have these days. Pickup is okay, but probably relying on magnets, so I think I'm gonna level this for now. Oh yeah, the magnet passive from you is pretty good as well. Gives you a 15% bonus to all XP, and every minute you'll get a free magnet, but you can't really pick up stuff on your own other than that. There's a magnet that should be a pretty nice XP boost since I'm moving around a lot. Ability haste is fantastic. More damage and survivability for Leona. Oh, crit was the other one, since I think the train scales with crits. Damage, ability haste, crit chance, armor. So I have all of the scaling for that now. Should maximize the kill potential of it. Let's go ahead and level up the crit, I think. Try not to evolve the other weapons, other than maybe the shield slam, since that will give bonus damage to your next ability that hits the target, so that might help getting kills with the train. Transit. Run. Okay, that one creates an expanding circle that I'm guessing kills you if it hits you. It starts off moving a bit faster than you, but as the circle gets wider, it actually slows down a bit, so it's pretty easy to avoid, as long as you don't lock yourself into a corner. XP, that's good. I wanted movement speed, but that's fine. So we have a card ready over there, the challenge, and then it also drops a bunch of XP and coins for you. Transit up to level 4. One more level on that and we can get the evolve off of one of these Nocturnes. Here we go. Let's max out the XP first, and then try and blast these guys so I can get the evolution real quick. More XP. Use all my abilities to get him down. I'll go the crit chance here. And here's what you're going for. Trains generate explosions in their wake and knock up enemies. Enemies killed have a chance to drop gold. So you want this to be killing as many things as possible. And since I'm on the super easy mode, I think having that as basically my only weapon will probably get the most kills with it. Let's grab the damage for it. I don't really need to focus that guy, I can just hunt chests and let the train slowly whittle him down. Alright, now we just hunt chests and let the train kill a lot of stuff. Try and get the XP passive maxed out so I can get to the gold bonus a bit earlier. And try to get the Yumi quest done as soon as possible so that you can have more time with the gold drop passive to get it. More haste. XP. Don't care about any of those, we'll go shield slam. XP. The gold and meta progression feels super important to me here because the game seems to be designed in a way where you can't really avoid all enemies and projectiles, you're just kind of forced to take quite a bit of damage. So we have to knock this through enemies, so the meta feels super important. Otherwise you kind of just get stat checked in the game, it feels like. It actually is a bit more difficult to complete this quest since I'm killing everything so quickly on the easy difficulty. go. Damage, damage. Losing ability haste, maybe not great. I don't think this actually scales with area, although Leona gets a bunch. Damage, ability haste, crit chance, armor. So I guess I'm probably just taking point blank here. Fortunately, nothing great from the Yumi quest here. So it's just going to be down to train farming now. There actually don't seem to be that many chests that spawn on the right side of this map from what I can tell. I haven't done it a ton, but I seem to find more on the left side and the bottom, it feels like. Yeah, in this entire area, there's not very many. You also need to pick up a certain number of those mines for one of the quest objectives to unlock something. So I think I finally have that one finished now. So the Shield Evolve applies sunlight, just like Leona's passive in the base game. And then that can be detonated by allies or your other weapons, which is hopefully the train here, to cause some bonus damage. Let's get the haste. And that also says it has armor scaling, so I guess it just increases the damage probably. But we'll get that maxed out at some point as well. Yeah, there seems to be more chests that spawn in this side of the map, so I guess it's probably better to hang out and hunt around here. The evolved static sword is actually pretty good for breaking chests, and it's honestly not bad for level 2 right here either. So you might want to grab the HP passive to go with that. Also evolves the Radiant Field, which is pretty nice for AoE. Survive within the circle while being chained. I've never seen that one before. More haste. And a big explosion of gold and XP plus 1 card. Max out the haste. Damage. Just pumping up the passives to try and get as many kills on the train as possible. Damage. I think I'm gonna leave the gold on the ground, excuse me, and just hope for magnets. Still have 4 minutes left to hunt a bunch of stuff, so I probably don't need to run over all that. Since I'm purely hunting chests, I should find one in that time. Let's go ahead and nuke these guys down. They're on top of the Yumi quest anyways. So the passives are almost completely maxed, but by using all the cards on random stuff, I'm pretty unlikely to evolve anything. damage. Gotta sprint over to the destination. More armor. Percent movement speed for 2 haste, that's pretty solid. That's okay, that's probably annoying, since haste seems like a pretty important stat in this mode, when a lot of champions have abilities that increase survivability and do damage at the same time. So we're at over 2,000 gold and we didn't even get the super important Yumi bonus. And I still really need a magnet as well. More armor. So the train is as strong as it can get now. For my current meta progression anyways. I don't know, maybe I just can't find a magnet with that much time. So for the 6th slot, I could grab either movement speed or pickup radius, probably. I think ideally movement speed. But if you can't find a magnet, a pickup would have been pretty helpful as well. Yeah, it looks like 4 minutes of just spamming chest might not even be enough. Guess I was wrong about that. So now we're maxed out and level ups can give you a little bit of extra gold every time. Please give me a magnet. There are 0 chests in this area. Sick. If you have the Yumi passive that gives gold on kill, you can actually get a little bit more gold from the minions here as well. I'm gonna ult right as she's on top of that to hit both of them at the same time. But the minions spawn at a slow enough rate that I'm thinking it's probably not a good idea to drag it out for a super long time. Here we go, almost 3,000 and I didn't even get the Yumi thing, just the train farming for me and trying to maximize the kills with that. And I'll show off my current meta progression real quick as well. Got the area upgrade unlocked now. So I went for gold first, so that I can eventually get the other stuff a bit faster. And then XP and boon duration also help. There is a boon you can get in the game that gives enemies a chance to drop gold when you kill them with anything for the duration, so that can help out a little bit. And then you saw a little bit of extra gold at the end from the maxed out levels. And I will see if I can get a quick game with the Yumi bonuses to show off how much that can do as well. Alright, one more Leona try to see if I can get the Yumi passes to show those off for an ideal run. Don't want any of those, I think. Crit chance is fine, that scales up the train. Can that crit? Yup. So we'll go left side since the chests seem to spawn more over here. But it's kind of hard to even kill them until you get another weapon or your E ability at least. Shield Slam is just so slow on its own, and it's a fairly small AoE until you get some defensive stats for it. Yeah, let's try and get level 3 so I can save some HP, XP early on. I actually want both of these. That's the Ice Blast armor I mentioned last time. Blocks damage, freezing enemies, and it scales with armor as well, so pretty nice weapon there. But in terms of pure XP, I definitely want the XP passive. Damage, we need that for the train. That works with crit chance. Haven't actually used that weapon yet. I unlocked it fairly recently and haven't been doing a ton of crit builds. I don't think I want any of these. So I'll probably have to take the Bladerang then. Since again the passives seem like the most important parts. These are terrible. That's actually pretty good with some upgrades to it, but we're not really scaling that stuff here. There we go, the transit. So we still want armor and ability haste for that. Push the ball to make it grow. Oh, I think you can bounce them off of the wall as well? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I guess that's fine, I could try that out. But it would steal kills from the train, so actually let's try and avoid that. This doesn't actually seem that fast. It might be better to hit enemies with it. Health whenever you gain a gold. So that's one of them I mentioned. It's not the ideal one where you get gold on a kill. So I might just want this to move around the map a bit faster. That shouldn't be necessary on the easiest map in difficulty. So I definitely want ability haste now that it gives me movement speed as well. Guess the shield slam here. I'll put my E to burn down the chest a little bit faster here since my attack speed is still pretty slow. chance. Don't want to lock in either of those. Man, imagine if the train scaled with extra projectiles. That would be sick. Let's try and hit all of those in the wall at the same time. Damage. Don't think I can avoid that now. That is all the way on the other side of the map, wow. If you're trying to do this on higher difficulty, I think I definitely would get the healing gold thing. I don't want any of these, so I guess I'll try that out. Passives are just too important. Maybe there will be a quest for that weapon since I haven't used it yet. More XP. Movement evolves with that thing and it's kind of nice. I wanted armor and ability haste. I could try movement plus ability haste maybe to go extremely fast. Would be kind of cool. Ability haste, there we go, lock that in. Then I'll go for XP to try and finish off the build a bit faster. If we get the damage that scales with movement speed at this point, then that will be extremely high damage as well. Your view is greatly reduced, that's not too bad. There aren't a lot of chests that spawn over here anyways. XP. I'll go ahead and use this since I'm not really going to be around the center anyways. Could really use some more train levels on this run. Oh yeah, I forgot you have to pick up the stuff right on top of the altar. Oops. Haven't done that many Velbeth quests yet. Not completely used to that. Let's grab the ability haste. That gives survivability and movement speed at the same time. Guess I need the ult here because I'm kind of getting messed up by these guys. Probably crit chance. Main weapon is still only level 2 though, that's an issue. And I'm not seeing it at all. Ah, Jesus. Well, XP is maxed out and that'll give me more levels, so that should help. More crit chance to max that out. My main weapon is still level 2. Seriously, dude? This is getting silly at this point. I literally can't get bubbles on it. What is happening? See, my shield's about to be back up. There's just so much unavoidable damage in this game, man. Destroy the bases. Don't need to do all of them, just most. So if you can get a path to run through a bunch of them. We got size of projectiles. I guess I will lock that in for the healing. It seems like I could use that on this run, but unfortunately no gold on kill again. Damage, max that out. My main weapon is still level 2, how is that possible? Almost all of my passes are maxed. My main weapon is level 2. That's insane. What is happening? Greatly reduced, not too bad for Leona. More transit finally? No transit. Oh yeah, you have to pick up the thing. Did get a bunch of chests during that, so it was worth it anyways. Jesus, man, what is happening? I'm gonna try to get the last level on it and then take a card to get the evolution. Over 10 minutes to evolve a single weapon, that has gotta be a record. Finally. Got the Lament evolve before that as well. Beams of light that fire across the screen. Enemies killed, have a chance to drop gold. Almost 11 minutes into the run. Oh, max movement speed and haste. I should be pretty fast now. Or shield slam. Oh yeah, I should get the evolution for that to try it out, and in case there are any quests for it. Bounce the beach ball. We Reidan now. Pool party Reidan. Still nothing for the gold drop on kill. Pick me up's not bad, that'll at least grab the gold for me every minute, and a little bit of XP. It's kind of late though. Level 5, we can evolve that now. Orbital bombardments with bonus crit chance at random enemies ending with a large strike. It does sound pretty cool. That might actually be a pretty good Leona weapon when you're getting the max defensive stats for the extra area on her. Run, so we do not want to be on that side. Should be the shield slam evo? Oh wait, no, I didn't get armor on this run. Full build, time for some gold. So it looks like you can consistently get about 3,000 gold on every run doing this, even if you don't get the optimal setup. Just a somewhat decent one. Here for the double AoE again. More gold. Then also her abilities will continue scaling up in damage a little bit as you get levels as well. And the magnet effect I got should keep working here, I think. So I should have gotten all of the gold. But it has been a while and there's a lot of XP on the grounds. So yeah, that's all of the stuff that I've personally found for the gold farming. If you have any suggestions or ideas, let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. So about 3,000 gold a run. I can max either boon or get a bit more XP. I don't think I've found the gold on drop a single time in these runs, so XP is probably a bit better. But that's my meta progression currently, a little bit of area size now. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.